Hello everyone and welcome to Coding Cart. So in this session we'll try to understand one lead code problem. So you can see here the problem name is next greater element part 1. So let me first explain you this problem in a simple way what they are saying. So here we will be given two array, suppose array 1 and array 2. Array 1 is having element, for example 4, 1 and 2, and array 2 is having element 1, 3, 4 and 2. Now they are saying that this array 1 is subset of array 2 and no duplicates are present. No duplicates are present in both the array. Now what we have to do here is we have to iterate element by element in array 1. So for example the very first element is 4. Now we have to go in array 2 at that place, which is here the element is 4. So we have to go in array 2, the element 4 place is here. Now what we have to do here, we have to find the next greater element after this place, means 4 have occurred here, so I have to find the next greater element after this place. So you can see here we are left with only one element, which is 2, and this element is less than 4, so we won't be getting any greater element. So for this 4 we have to return our answer as -1. Now let us go to the next element. Here the next element is 1. Now you can see here the place for 1 is here in my array 2. Now if you see here, after this place we have element 3, 4 and 2. All these elements are greater than 1, but we have to find the next greater element. So for this 1, the next greater element is 3. So for 1 our answer will be 3. Now let us move to the next element. Next element is here 2. So in array 2 the place for this element 2 is here. Now we have to find the greater element after this place, but after this place no element is left, so we won't be finding any greater element. So for 2 it will return -1. So we have to return the list -1, 3 and -1 as our answer. So this is the problem. So what we have to do here is we have to iterate element by element in array 1 and picking that element from array 1, and we have to go to the array 2 at that respective element of that array 1. So for example for 4 my respective place in my array 2 is here for 4, and after that place you have to find the next greatest element for the respective element. If it is present then we have to return that greater element. If it is not present then you have to return -1 as our answer. Now let me take another example. Let me add one more element in my array 1. Let me add suppose 3, and in array 2 let us add 6 and 5. Now iterate one by one in array 1. So here the very first element is 4, so we have to go in array 2 at that respective place for that element, which is here. Now after this element, means after this place, we have to find the next greater element. So you can see here the elements are 2, 6 and 5. Here 2 is less, 6 and 5 are greater, but the next greater element is 6. 2 is smaller, next is 6, which is greater than 4. So for 4 our answer will be 6. Now let us move for the next element, which is 1. So respective place for 1 is here. Now you can see here the next greater element for 1 is 3. For 1 it will return 3. Next element is 2. So for 2 the respective position in my array 2 is here. So you can see here for these 2 both these elements 6 and 5 are greater, but the next greater is present here only. So for these 2 my greater element is 6. Next greater is 6. Now the next element is 3. So you can see here for 3 the respective position is here in my array 2. Now you can see here for this 3 my next greater is present here, which is 4. So for 3 it will return 4. So we have to return 6, 3, 6, 4 as our answer. So this is the problem, means we have to iterate one by one and we have to find the next greatest in my array 2. So this is the problem here. We will be given nums1 as our array 1 and nums2 as our array 2, and we have to write our logic over here. So the approach is quite simple. Let me explain you here only. So what we will do here, we will take one stack and one, we will take one stack and one dictionary. Since this array 1 is subset of array 2, so we will find our answer from array 2 only. Now initially our stack is empty, so what we will do, we will iterate from array 1 from array 2 with the first element, which is 1. Now since the stack is empty, we will add that element. Now we move to the next element. So you can see here the next element, which is 3. So before appending this 3 in my stack, what we will do, we will check the element present in my stack, which is 1, whether that element is less than 3, means whether that element is less than the upcoming element. If it is true, then what we have to do here, for that element present in my stack, it will be treated as a key for my dictionary and its value will be the upcoming element, like 3. It means, if you see here only, means for 1 my next greater element will be 3. So we are doing the same thing over here. For element 3, if I find this condition, means element present in my stack and the upcoming element, if this condition is satisfied, means the element present in my stack is less than the upcoming element, then we have to pop this element. We have to pop this element and keep it in our dictionary as a key, and its value will be in the upcoming element, which is 3. So we are done with the very first element. Now the stack is empty, so what we will do, we will insert this element 3. Now we are done with these two elements. Now we will move to the next element. So if you see here, again here the incoming element, which is 4, and in my stack the element is 3. So we will check whether this element present in my stack, which is 3, is this element less than the upcoming element, which is 4. Yes, this is true. Then what we will do, we will pop this element and keep this in a dictionary as a key, and its value will be the upcoming element, which is 4. So we are done over here with this element. Now since the stack is empty, so we will insert this element 4 over here. Now we will move to the next element, which is 4. Now it is checking whether the element present in my stack is less than the upcoming element, which is 2. This is false, so we will append that in a stack. Now the next element is 6. So we will check here the element present in my stack, which is 2, is it less than the upcoming element, which is 6? Yes, it is true. So what we will do, we will pop out this element and make this as a key, and its value will be the upcoming element, which is 6. Now my stack is still not empty. Now we will again check whether this element present in my stack is less than the upcoming element 6. Yes, it is true. So what we will do, we will pop out this element and make this as a key, and its value will be the upcoming element, which is 6. Now my stack is empty, so what we will do, we will append this 6. Now we will move to the next element, which is 5. Now you can see here the element present in my stack is 6. Now 6 is not less than 5, so what we will do, we will append this element. Now if you see here, we are done with all the elements. So if you see here in my dictionary only, we will search for 4. So for example 4 is here, So we will simply search in my dictionary, yes, whether this 4 is present or not. Yes, here 4 is present, so for 4 my answer will be 6. So if you see here, for element 4 the next greater element is 6, which is correct, which is giving the same answer. Now let us check for the next element, which is 1. So for 1 my next greater is 3. So if you see here, for key 1 the value is 3, it is working fine. For 2, if you see here, position is here and its greater element is 6. So if you see here, 2 is present over here, yes, and its value is 6, which is again correct. Now next element is 3. So for 3 our answer is 4. So if you see here, if you check this key 3 and it is having the value 4, which is again correct. Now suppose I am getting here the value as 7. Now it will go and check for 7 in my dictionary. So you can see here 7 is not present. If it is not present, then we will simply return -1 as our answer. So this is the logic. So let us try to implement in our code. If you see here only, for 1 the next greater is 3, means for 1 the next greater is 3. Also for 3 my greater will be 4. So if you see here, for 3 the greater is 4, and for 4 the greater is 6. For 4 the greater is 6. Also for 2 the next greater is here 6. So for 2 the greater is 6. That's why we have used here stack, and we check the value present in a stack. If that value is less than the upcoming element, then we are simply popping out that element and assigning with the upcoming element, means we are popping that element as a key for my dictionary and assigning the value with the upcoming element as a value. So let's try to write this. Let us do experiment over here. So let us define one function. Let me define def check, which will take two lists, suppose nums1 and nums2. Let me zoom this one. Now we have to take one list stack type and one dictionary. Now what we have to do here, we have to iterate in my list 2 for applying the stack for v in nums2. Now since for the very first element my stack is empty, so we will simply append that stack dot append that value. Now we are done with the very first. Suppose for example here my nums2 is having value, for example suppose 1 2 3 4. So for 1 we are done. Now we will move to the next element, which is 2. So you can see here for 2, before adding this into a stack, we will check whether the value present in my stack, which is 1, whether this element is less than the upcoming element. So for that we will write our logic here. So we will check here while the stack is not empty and at the same time the value coming, which is coming, let us write like this, the same, means whether the stack value, means a stack of -1, is less than the upcoming value, which is suppose we have written here v. So we'll write the same logic over here, stack of -1 means the very first top value, whether it is less than the upcoming value, which is v. If it if it is true, then what we have to do here, we have to pop up the element from the stack. So stack dot pop, let us save this in a variable k, which will be the key for my dictionary. And what we have to do here, so dictionary of, we will assign that value, means pop up element as a key, and its value will be the upcoming value, which is v, So now we are done, and at last, when all the elements are done, we have to return, means let us print here, print our dictionary for our checking purpose. And also we have to return the here you can see here, we have to return our answer in a list type. So for that, we will iterate in my array1, which is for v in nums1. Now for each v, in my nums1, we have to go to, like here, for each v in my array1, we have to check in my array2. Now for array2, we have already saved this in our dictionary. So for this, it will be treated as a key for my dictionary. If it is present, then it will simply return the value. If it is not present, then it will simply return -1. So for v in nums1, now this v will be treated as a key for my dictionary. So what we will do here, we will treat this as a dictionary. So dictionary.get, now it will be treated as a key for my dictionary. Now I am asking, give me the value present at that key, which is v. If it is present, then it will return the value, else let us return -1. And for this for loop, this will iterate throughout this array1, and we have to save our result in a list, and at last we have to return this list as our answer. So we are done. Let us do our experiment over here. Let us take n1, means array1, as having value 4, 1, 2 initial, and array2 as n2 equal to 1, 3, 4, and suppose 2. Now let us call this function check, passing the variable, means array n1 and n2, and save this in a x. Now let us print this x. Let me execute this one. Now you can see the answer over here. So for this 4, you can see here the position for 4 in my n2 is here, and you can see here no any next greater element is present in my n2. So no any key were present in my dictionary. For this my 4, no any key will be present, so it will return -1. Now for 1, you can see here, for 1 the position is here, so for 1 our key will be 1 and its value will be treated as 3. Like here you can see 1 will be treated as a key and its value is 3, so it is working fine. Same as for 2, you can see here 2 is present over here, no any element is present, so this 2 won't be present in my dictionary, so it is returning -1. Now let me comment this out and let us take one more example. Let us take 3 and add the values 6 and 5. So you can see here for 2 it will return 6 and for 3 it will return 4. So you can see here, for 4, initial 4, my answer will be 6. You can see here, for this 4, the next greater is 6. So 4 is done. For 1, the answer is 3. For 2, you can see here, for this 2, the position is here in my array 2, and the next greater is 6. So it is returning 6. And for 3, you can see here, 3 is present over here, and the next greater is 4. So it is working fine. Let us copy this one and paste. Let us run this code. So you can see here it is working fine. Let me submit this code. So you can see here it is working fine. It got accepted. So if you like this video, please do give thumbs up, and if you have learned something new, please do subscribe to our channel Coding Kart, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.